What's up, boys? Cave Talk, episode 23. Today I want to talk about what separates the great from the good and what separates the good from the bad, and why certain people become successful, why certain people don't. And I think it comes down to one key trait, and this is the trait which I understood, which is why I was able to achieve so much at a young age, become financially free, etc., etc., etc. Right? So the morning routine is obviously done, but yeah, today I want to talk on that topic. So I think the key thing that holds people back and the key thing that decides how successful you're going to be is how consistent you are. Everyone has those days when you just don't feel like working, and everyone has those days when you're extremely motivated. Now, every single human has a different percentage of those days, right? For example, for me, probably one in every 2 or 3 days is like where I'm very, very, very hyped. And then the other 2 days out of every 3 days, usually I'm a little bit slower. Like, maybe I feel a little bit lazy. I feel like I want to just put my foot off the gas, not go all in, etc., etc. But that's the key decider. What do you do on those 2 days? So for me, it's quite low. Whereas I know a lot of people say, oh, it's only one in every 20 days, or this random 4 a.m. motivation. I don't really get that usually. It's more of a thing I wake up some days and I'm really, really hyped to go. Some days I'm not quite as hyped, right? But the decider is, what do you do on the days when you don't feel like working? What do you do on your worst day? Can you beat your enemy on your worst day? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. Because if you can't, then you're doing something wrong. You need to be able to be so good that on your worst day, the day when you feel the worst, you have a cold, you wake up with a sore throat, you're tired, you feel lethargic, you feel lazy, the day before hasn't went well, whatever. That day you still need to beat your enemy. There's still competition out there. That's what you don't understand. A lot of people kind of think, oh, it's okay if I take a day off. Yeah, it is, but think about all the competition who's now overtaking you. That's why I haven't taken a single day off training apart from Sundays, because I take 1 day off a week. I haven't taken a single day of training for the last 3 years apart from Sundays. Not a single day. Even if it meant I was doing push-ups and sit-ups because there wasn't a gym, whatever the case was. Right? Even while I was traveling. You just have to put in a work. In fact, sometimes I got back from places, right? And I'd get back home at let's say 2 or 3 a.m. I'd still do the workout at that time because I had to get it done on that day. I have to do my workout every single day. That's what you've got to be like in business as well. Every single day, you've got to be so consistent. You have to be so relentless. Because the reality is you don't feel like working every single day. But it's not about how you feel. It's about what your duty is. It's about who you are as a man. I was talking to a client yesterday and he was saying, what's the key trait of a successful? And I was literally saying it's just consistency, man. If you're just in the game every single day, even if you're, this is what Tate said as well, or I don't know if it was Tate, I think it might be Michael Jordan or someone else. They said, even if you're just giving in 60 to 70% every single day, if you're doing that over a long enough period of time and you're willing to wait, you're not going to give up. You're going to succeed anyway. You don't even have to be putting in 100%. Obviously, the more effort you put in, the quicker you're going to get results. But you don't even have to be putting in 100% results, 100% effort. I've put in maybe 60% or 70%, probably actually less if I actually put it on a graph, because I could have done a lot more than I've done in the past week, month, year, 3 years, whatever. So you guys out there, you're probably putting in less than 5% of your potential. But you got to understand, you don't have to be on the ball 100% of the time. Just overall be consistent and work hard every day. You don't have to work 16-hour days every single day. Now, if you really want it bad enough, you will. You'll work as much as humanly possible. But even just to hit, let's say, 10K a month, you don't need to be working that much. You could be putting in 5-6 hours of pure deep work, but only if it's actual deep work on the painful and needle-moving tasks every single day consistently. You do that over 2 years and you'll hit 10K a month. But obviously then it depends, okay, are you willing to wait 2 years? I wasn't. I've started a coaching business about 3 months ago. Now I'm already making thousands a month from it and I'm financially free. Right, and I did the same for my fitness coaching. It's because of the skills, and also it's about the man you are. I was speaking to a client. I don't care if I go broke tomorrow. I don't care if I lose everything. It doesn't matter to me because it's about who I am. I know I work hard. I know I'm disciplined. I know I'm consistent. I know I'm relentless. I know that in any business I will succeed just because I have the trait. And it's the same with a lot of people. I was saying to him, imagine Elon Musk stepped into your business. Would he make more money than you're currently making? Of course he would. In fact, within a week, I reckon he would make more than you've ever made in your life. 100%. Of course, in fact, more than that. Probably within a couple of days. Just because of the systems, because of the knowledge he knows, and because of the man he is, the fact that he works so long. Right? He has 14 different companies or something crazy. Imagine he only had one business to focus on. A lot of you guys, you only have one business. I only have one proper business. I mean, I have a couple of side hustles, but I only have one proper business to focus on. It's really not a big ask. You just got to work hard, right? So Yeah, I understand that as well. Like, I'm not scared to go broke. If you're scared to go broke, if you're hoarding your money, if you're worried, like, oh no, let me save it. Well, then you know you're not the man who can make the money back, and B, you're just scared that you're gonna lose it all, which is the wrong energy. You can't have that energy, right? If you have the energy of, oh, I don't want to lose it all, I'm scared, I gotta save it. Well, then I'm not saying don't save it at all. I'm just saying if you have that energy, well then either your business model is wrong or you're not the type of man you think you are, because otherwise you wouldn't be scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared at all. It doesn't matter if this whole YouTube channel gets deleted. It doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter at all, because I know I'm going to build my way up. I'd succeed now in door-to-door. I'd succeed now if I was doing a cold calling job in sales. I'd succeed now if I became a lawyer, if I decided to become a doctor, whatever. It's because of a trait. It's because you work hard, you're consistent, and you've proven to yourself that when you set out to achieve something, you can achieve it. Right? When I was 15, I've said this story so many times, and I've actually showed you guys. When I was 15 and I was broke, I created a vision board. It had 10 pictures on it, or 10 or 11, maybe 12 actually. Something like that. A lot of different pictures. And then it had the life I wanted, etc. Those pictures, every single one of them I'm able to do, right? One of them was surfing in Valencia. This year I'm going surfing in Valencia for 5 weeks, right? Another picture was in Italy. This year I'm going to Italy for like 2.5 weeks. Another one is snowboarding, but I want to do skiing instead. So I'm going skiing in the French Alps for 5 weeks. Like, I set out to do these things when I was broke. I had nothing. I had less than £100 in my name. I grew up on a council estate in the second or third most dangerous town in the UK with the highest crime rate and like the lowest standard of living. Literally, all I had was, okay, yeah, I had food to eat and a roof over my head. Thank God, but that's it. That's literally it. We didn't have any extra money. You know, I didn't grow up with anything. I didn't have anything. I came from zero. I came from nothing. And now I've built myself up and I'm able to do whatever I want for the rest of my life as long as I stay disciplined. And this year I'm going to over 10 countries. I would have never imagined that. Over 10 countries within not even like 2 years, within less than 2 years. Consistently, it's been about 8 months since I properly started this journey. That's how quickly your life can change when you're actually about it. So yeah, boys, stay consistent, okay? Anything is possible. And another thing I want to tell you, last thing, success is very exponential. In the last month or 3 months, in the last 3 months, I've made more than I made in the last 3 years before that. That's how it works. You work. You see a little bit of results. Work. See a little bit of results. Work. And then boom, it skyrockets. Just because you're at the right place, at the right time, with the right business model, speaking to the right people, and you finally built up the habits and a routine to achieve success. So it works like boom, and then it rocketed up. So that's the end of today's cave talk, boys. But yeah, stay consistent. That's the number one trait. I'll see you boys tomorrow. Peace out.